Hi everyone, welcome to Lake Cumberland Doodle Farm. Today is pick day for Willow and Teddy's litter, and we've got 6 beautiful puppies that are dying to go home to one of you guys. And so I know you guys are super excited to find out, kind of start figuring out which pick you are, where you're at on the list, and kind of get a better glimpse of what they look like right now. They're 3 weeks old, so they're starting to get their own personalities. We're really being able to see kind of what their coat types are and kind of what their colors are looking like. Their colors have started to come in on their nose and their foot pads and things like that. So it'll give you a really good opportunity to kind of hopefully fall in love with the one you want. So let's start going through them. Raiden, if you want to hand me one.
Here you go. Into the white one. There you go.
Thank you, buddy. All right. So let you take a look at this one. This is cream collar female.
Hello, green color female.
So, cream collar female, she's probably the lightest of the entire bunch. She's still a really beautiful caramely brownish red. As you can see there, she's got lots of curls, super curly. You can see it going all the way down her face. She's got the beautiful furnishings. She's even kind of got lighter eyebrows, so it kind of makes her furnishings on her eyes stand out. She's not happy being pulled out of her bucket. She's getting really big, as you can see. Now, none of these puppies are very big at all compared to, you know, some of our other litters that we have. Now, Willow, she is about 24 pounds-ish, and Teddy, he's about 12 or 13 pounds. So she's, I would say, probably about 17 inches tall, and he's probably only about 12 inches tall. So you can kind of gather somewhere in between there is where all these puppies will be. And they're all pretty close to the same size. So we don't have any extremely large ones that are kind of standing out, or any really, really small runts. And so you can see here, she's antsy. Now she's kind of got a little fight to her. Very sweet though. You can see the black coming in on her nose, so that gives her that teddy bear look. Especially with this lighter red color, she'll really have that perfect teddy bear appearance that a lot of people love. Now, her dad, he carries Big B as far as skin pigmentation goes, and that includes their feet pads. As you can see, they're black, and their noses and around their eyes. Now, Willow, on the other hand, she's just the opposite. She's little B. She's little b, and so little b typically is the liver that you're used to, that you've probably seen with her, and the liver is really pretty itself. But every one of these puppies will be big B, little b. So they're going to all be black pigmented with that teddy bear look, but they'll carry the liver nose, which could show up later in life. We've got a male, actually. He's big B, little b, and he started out black pigmented, and now it's starting to transition into liver. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. But take a look down her back there. Perfect curves, perfect waves. Teddy actually carries 2 dominant traits for curly or tight waves. And so does Willow. So there's really, you know, that pretty much tells you that every one of these are going to have a very similar coat texture, coat type. I mean, you can kind of take a look at the basket there, and looking at some of their heads and faces, you can kind of see they're all extremely wavy, extremely curly.
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff.
So that was cream collar female, and she's solid. She's, yeah, completely solid. So here we go. Let's push her back in there. Uh-oh, green collar's losing his. All right, so we'll pull out a male this time. And this is green collar.
I don't know what it could be.
So green collar, let's see if we can get him in the line. Green collar is really dark. He's one of our darkest ones. You can kind of take a look there, especially in contrast to the lighter caramely colored female that you just saw. He's a very
You may
deep
want to
red.
pick her up and just like compare them.
Okay, yeah, that's a great idea. So just to kind of show you the difference, it's not a huge difference, but when you're looking at them head on, when you've got them side by side, you can kind of see there quite a bit of difference. The dog on the right, green collar, much darker. Very similar coat types though, very wavy, very curly. And like I said, every one of these, Teddy, Willow, both they carry 2 dominant traits for curly furnishings, which is fantastic. It's exactly what you want. So they're definitely going to have the eyebrows that poof up. You know, the hair on their muzzles is going to be poofy. It's exactly what you want with these golden doodles. And you can see their ears. They've got the waves there as well. Now this one, he's very solid. I mean, he is, the red is the same color throughout his entire body. Now, he is actually an abstract. So you can see there, he's got a little white spotting right there. Now he actually, of the abstracts, and probably where he's so dark red, he doesn't have as much of the white. Now we'll show you some in just a second that actually has quite a bit of white on him. So this one actually looks a lot like Teddy and Willow both. So Willow is almost the same color, red, when she was little. She actually was completely solid, but Teddy has that little white spot almost identical to that. So then, okay, we'll go back to a female here. And she was sleeping so good, so hopefully you don't get her growling at us. So this one is yellow collar. She's the other solid. So there's only 2 completely solid reds in the entire bunch, and that's cream collar and yellow collar. And you can see she's very curly as well. And like I said, with just like all the rest of them, these are dominant traits for curly. Dominant traits, well, carrier for the black pigmentation on the toe pads, foot pads, and the nose. And she's completely solid. Beautiful red. Now she's very dark as well. Similar to green collar that you just saw there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
His collar's falling.
And you can see those eyes. She's got a taller forehead. Kind of gives her that retriever look. Now, mind you, all their eyes right now are still kind of a hazy bluish color. They haven't been open long, maybe a week at most. So
Daddy, his collar's falling.
that's okay, little bud.
Okay, I'm just going to take it off.
Okay, so next up, going back to a male. This is blue collar. Now, holding him compared to the others, he feels a little chunkier, maybe a little thicker than the rest of them. You can see his head even. He's got a really broad face.
Don't go over there. Don't go over there. Don't go over there.
He's got that nice broad forehead and beautiful furnishings. You can see those eyebrows are almost covering his eyes. Uh-oh. I'm not
He's
very...
like a sad puppy dog look.
He does. He has that sad look. So he'll probably get anything in the world he asks for. He'll just give you that look. And you can see he's actually really dark as well. It may be hard for you, depending on this video footage or quality of the video that you can see. He's very dark as well. I mean, he's really dark. I don't know if he'd be as dark as green collar, but very, very close. Beautiful waves on the top of his head. And he has some white. So we'll kind of show you here. Oh, he is strong. Right there. He's got that.
That goes on up in his neck a little.
Yeah, you can kind of see it goes all the way up under here. And a little down here as well. So he's technically an abstract as well. So you may have heard the terms abstract, party. When you hear the term abstract, just kind of think it's the majority of it is some other primary color other than white, and they have just a little bit of white on them. Whereas party is just the opposite. Party will have, the majority of it will be white with another secondary or tertiary color. Now this one was just asleep. So this one is black collar. And so black collar, he's a little more reserved, a little more laid back than the other guys. It's often that we go in the little nursery and we find him just completely laid out on his back. So he's a little sleepyhead, and he's beautiful. Let's see. Look at that face. Perfect little teddy bear look. He's got that deep forehead. Beautiful furnishings. And look at that. He's really dark as well. And this one feels long. It doesn't feel as beefy as blue collar did, but it's going to have kind of that like the Teddy look. So Teddy, he is so abnormal for a miniature poodle. He's got short legs, long body, which is awesome. That's why everybody loves Teddy. And Willow, she kind of has more of the poodly traits. She's kind of more longer legged, shorter bodied. And so we'll see that variation throughout the litter. Some people like them either way. All right. And here's the last one. So this is back to a female. So we had 3 males and 3 females. I'm sure you guys already know. This one is red collar. Now, red collar, she's somewhere in the middle as far as her darkness of red. She's not the darkest, she's not the lightest, she's right there in the middle. Now, you may notice she will have a little white spotting on the top of her head there, and that's really started to come in over the last couple of, or over the last week. You kind of see that. We sort of noticed it when she was born, but now it's really becoming accentuated. Even the tips of her toes, you can see there. She's got a little white spotting, so she's an abstract as well. And she actually has the most white of any of these guys. Big, beautiful white chest. She's gorgeous. She's even got the little white spot under the chin. Look at that yawn. Yeah, she is beautiful.
Super calm.
Super calm. Yeah, now these last 2 that I just showed you, the most calm of all of them, that's probably why I grabbed them last, because they were moving the least, and I hated to wake them up. So they like to sleep, these last 2 that I just showed you. But
You might want to
beautiful.
show black collars white.
Oh yeah, did I skip black collars white? Okay. Let's see, there he is. All right. Okay, so black collar. Now this is green collar.
Yeah, that's of course green color because this
Here we
one fell off. Look,
That's okay. All right, and then here's black collars white. I think I skipped him a second ago. I apologize. You can see there he's got quite a bit of white that goes down on each side here, and even on his toes. Look at that. His back toe has a little bit of white there.
And his chin.
And his chin, yeah. And even on the bottoms of his feet, he has a little bit of white there. So that'll be interesting to kind of see his colors evolve. Like I said, they kind of change. I know Daisy, when we got her, her white, tiny little white spot, it brightened up. Some, they'll shrink. So it just depends. But this one, he's beautiful. I know it's a hard choice. They all look so much alike. They're all perfect. We couldn't have been more excited about this litter. We couldn't wait to breed Willow and Teddy. Teddy, he's just got that awesome build for a miniature poodle. You know, he's just long-bodied, short-legged, and a lot of times that's the look you get when you breed to the retriever, because typically a poodle has longer legs. So all of these will, you know, should have that perfect golden doodle look that you really breed for. And so I think we've kind of hit the jackpot with these guys. We really do love them, and we know you guys will take great care of them. And I hope you guys have fun with these picks. I hope you get the one you want. And believe me, there is no last pick. So whether you want a male or female. Like I said, there's 3 of each. So hopefully you get the one you want. And if not, we'll always have more litters coming up. We've got one coming up, I guess, in a couple of weeks. That's Molly and Teddy. So Teddy, he's a busy man. And they will be a little bigger. So Molly, she's probably 70 pounds. She's pretty large. You know, of course, Teddy, he's tiny. You don't want me to get into how that happens, but it'll be interesting to kind of see these guys. They'll look a lot like Willow's litter, so they'll probably favor Willow and kind of that size, that build. It'll be very similar to her because we bred Daisy to a similar dog to Teddy. If you guys are familiar with Daisy and her litter, the first litter we really had. But otherwise, I appreciate you guys' time. Let us know if you have any more questions. If you want to see any more of the dogs, we'll pull them out. We'll get them in more light if we have to. And we'll do whatever we can to help you guys make your pick. So if you have a certain personality type that you're looking for, we can kind of give you a little more details on that. Whitney, she's much better with personalities than I am. She's with them all the time. She's all the time playing with them. So just let us know what you'd like, and we'll accommodate you in whichever way we can. So thank you guys so much, and let us know if you need anything else. See ya.